Welcome to the Inspiring You Show. If we've ever met, I'm Henry. So, my friends, I have a Patreon where there are live classes followed by access to the replays. And one of the classes that we do every month is the energy forecast, followed by a Reiki and Dowsing energy session based on the energies of the month, the energy themes of the month. And because we are in November, which is also my birth month and also Thanksgiving, I wanted to give a gratitude back to the community. And so this month, I am gifting the Reiki and Dowsing session that goes along with the energy forecast to everyone. So normally, this Reiki and Dowsing session for the energy forecast is for people who are in the all access on the Inspiring You Patreon or people who belong to the Inspiring You Show paid podcast. Usually people who are in those two places have access to this. However, I'm opening up to everyone this time to gift it to you in terms of just gratitude for you being part of the community. And also just, I'm so grateful in terms of having these tools, and Dowsing has truly been transformative in my own life, has really helped me in regard to my own healing. And another reason, in terms of coming into November, after going through the energy themes of the energy forecast, understanding that there can be moments, coming into November where we can just use more support. Also, because in the US, there is the presidential election, and I just really wanted to offer more support to the community. So, what you're going to see next is the class that was recorded earlier in regard to the energy forecast, where I go through the entire energy forecast for the month of November. And then, followed by that, is a full Reiki and Dowsing session based on the energies of the month. And then, I will also solo out the Reiki and Dowsing session. So, there will be the one complete episode of the workshop where you have the talk, the mindful chat about the energy forecast of November, followed by the Reiki dowsing session. And then if you just want to listen and receive and do the Reiki and dowsing session again, then I'm going to solo it out. So that way you have that option as well in the future. So, my friends, I hope that you have a wonderful November, and I'd also love to hear from you. So please feel free to reach out, like, subscribe, comment. I'd also love to hear if you have any kind of experiences. I want to hear how you are doing, what is happening. And I also just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being part of the Inspiring You community. I really appreciate every single one of you. Much, much love. And now here is the workshop. Welcome. This is the November 2024 energy forecast, followed by a dosing energy healing session. So there will be a talk, and then, sorry, y'all, I'm trying to fix something's going on with my screen. Hold on one second, y'all. All right. So there is going to be a talk, and then there's going to be an in-depth dowsing based off the energies of the month to support you. So it's going to be an in-depth clearing. Some of you are here live or will be listening to the recording or just letting yourself receive, whichever way it is. As long as you want to receive it, you will. If you don't, then as you know, always respects free will. So this dowsing session is designed to address the various aspects of personal growth, health, relationships, external changes highlighted for November. And by clearing these negative energies, you can enhance your ability to navigate transformation, embrace new opportunities, and maintain balance in your life. So, here's some words to describe November's energies: transformative, empowering, revealing, evolving, deepening, illuminating. My friends, November is ushering in a powerful wave of energies, sparking deep transformation as we shift from one of the themes of October was the theme of transition, which was the in between, to forward movement now. So November, one of the themes is forward movement. We are moving forward. So that also is bringing in deep healing, expansive growth, And the cosmic landscape this month is inviting us to align with our inner truth while gracefully navigating profound shifts in the collective consciousness. So, as we move through November, we're being called to elevate our communication, to continue releasing old wounds, embody resilience, and evolve in our relationships. Cosmic energies coming in are offering us the support and the opportunity to dive into self exploration, finding groundedness and peace amid dynamic change. So, as we are transitioning from that energy theme of transition, the in between to forward movement, November's energy is transformative, empowering, introspective, liberating, revealing, evolving, deepening, illuminating, and propelling us forward, bringing in clarity and renewed strength. And remember, you could have moments where things are happening where you're like, why is this happening? And meanwhile, it's bringing in major clarity for you and renewed strength. So, with that, as we are letting go of outdated patterns, we are empowered to embrace new paths that resonate with our authentic selves. So, this month's cosmic alignments support us in finding strength in vulnerability and courage in change, moving through life with a renewed sense of purpose and self compassion, and also compassion then for others too. So it's a time for aligning with deeper truths and stepping confidently into the next chapter, knowing that the resilience and openness will light the way forward. As we move forward, this energy encourages us to hold steady, cultivating resilience and openness to new possibilities. So, yesterday was the new moon, but we're still in the new moon energy. Usually it's like 3 days before, 3 or 4 days after as well, depending. So, the new moon on November 1st really is inviting us to explore our deep inner emotional power through introspection. So, a new moon always signifies the potential for fresh beginnings. However, with recent energies emphasizing completions. So, now is the perfect moment to reflect on the theme of what is completing while in transition and what you are then calling in for beginning for the forward movement. So, use this time to complete, release, dissolve what no longer supports you, making space for what is ready to reset, reborn, initiated in your life to support you in forward movement. So, the first couple themes are building on last month's energy of transition, which was about navigating the in between, the space of shifting from where you've been to where you're going, but you're kind of still the in between. You're not quite there yet. It's the transitional phase required often for patience, self reflection, resilience as you are adjusting to ongoing shifts, and the collective consciousness is then also then being recalibrated as well of what is being in that in between state. So you're having an individual experience. The collective consciousness is also recalibrating, clearing things, and bringing in more wisdom as well. So we're coming then into November. And so the first couple of themes then really are, resetting, realigning, forward movement, which is picking up from that transition, moving out of the in between into a more grounded space where clarity and aligned action is coming into focus. So the energy colors that I see coming into November are burnt orange and a bit of blue energy this month, carrying a blend of introspection and empowerment, encouraging you to step into greater authenticity and wholeness. Okay, so let's dive into the themes. One of the first themes is transcending energetic challenges, pathways through transformations, and also navigating layers of transformation, which I thought was really interesting when the guy said navigating layers of transformation. I know sometimes I realize I'm like, oh, I think sometimes I thought like one door opens, one door closes, one door opens, and you just go in. And I'm like, now though that they brought it into the awareness, I was like, oh yeah, sometimes there can be really layers of transformation where, you have one moment of learning something and then you go down the road in continuing learning that. And then all of a sudden there's a next layer of transformation with it. And so if you on Facebook, I wrote about my fear of public speaking and clearing that and how it's been years. That's like an example of navigating layers of transformation. So, all right. So, with that, then, November is a month we've all had our eyes on for many reasons, but largely in the US because of the upcoming presidential election in the US. So, as we approach this significant event on Tuesday, November 5th, we want to explore the energy we'll be experiencing, not only in the connection to the election, but also the broader context of our individual and collective journeys in terms of a global sense as well. So, whether directly related to the election or not, the energy this month is inviting us to ground ourselves, tune into our inner compass, and understand that we're moving through a layered transformation that's unfolding globally and personally, which, y'all, if you really think about like the history of the world, like in a layered transformation, there's been moments where I'm like, man, things just sometimes feel like they move so slow and us actually shifting and clearing the patriarchy, old earth. But now the layered transformation, it's like, whew, it's like such an aha moment. I'm like, that totally makes sense. And again, it's, we're given information when we're ready to really process it, right? So this month's promises a transformative aspect, but really in the next 6 weeks period. So this month promises a transformative 6 week period. And I sense that a significant shift is on the horizon also before Christmas. And so the overarching theme for this week really is transcending energetic challenges, pathways through transformation, navigating layers of transformation. So, layers of transformation. For those familiar with energetics, you know how there can be underlying forces influencing people's actions, behaviors, words. The title, Transcending Energetic Challenges, really invites us to dive deeper into the complexities we face, especially for those of us who are sensitive or intuitive as we navigate these intricate energies. And so this month, the energy is layered and multifaceted, adding new levels of intensity and complexity to navigate. These layers may stir the sensitivities of intuitives, empaths, highly sensitive people, making the importance of grounding, self-care and patience all more pronounced. So as we move through this period, it's crucial to keep in mind that the layered nature of our experiences. So remember, you're not here to fix or save everything. Instead, focus on grounding yourself among amidst these shifting energies. So this is a time, of significant transition and transformation. Like we're moving into the next layer of that transition into transformation. So here is what the guys have conveyed about our energetic landscape. Our human bodies, and this really relates to the cosmic energies coming in, and then regarding like all the alignments of the planets, stars, and then in regard to where we are in the relationship to the present moment of our humaning and the history that we're living out. So our human bodies have never navigated such complicated energetics in our history. While today's challenges echoes past events, we stand on the brink of self-transformation. And a big part of this is we could have similar themes from the past in regard to world events, but the cosmic energies coming in are really clearing things in a major way. So more people are having aha moments, which then is breaking the trance of brainwashing to allow shifting to happen. So that's where we stand on that brink of self transformation. So this time is substantial, and it's also substantial to take care of your nervous systems and your physical bodies, which may trigger flare ups as we process these shifts. And so that's where then the guides really invite you to expand how you also view the nervous system. And so, because sometimes with like anxiety or fear, can they be non-beneficial aspects of patterns and programs? Yes, but can they actually be beneficial in terms of alerting you to something intuitively to let you know that you might be processing something or something is ahead for you to understand? And it's trying to get your attention. So, really utilizing the wisdom of your nervous system in a whole expanded state. And also understand too, the collective heart and mind are also ready for unprecedented clarity. And that is like really the collective aspect of, the collective. And so even in the face of those who seek to draw us back into lower vibrations, there's a whole shifting happening with the collective heart and mind bringing in this clarity. So it's an amazing awakening and on so many levels. And we've had awakenings before. It's not like a new thing. It's not going to be a new thing moving forward. It's not, it's just a different level of experience because of what's being called to shift on a global level. And so we're all part of this journey constructing this new future together. And with that though, but remember, people can choose differently. And so even if they're choosing differently, we still want to honor the experience of being empowered creators and allowing everyone to have their opinion. And it doesn't mean that their opinion has to be, the way that you're living your life because you're an empowered creator. But we want to respect and have compassion for ourselves and others, which then brings us into reminding that these layers of transformation are part of a collective evolutionary process, a journey into greater awareness and awakening. The human body and spirit are adapting to these shifts. While it can feel overwhelming, especially sometimes in our systems are made to to really recalibrate and calibrate and be resilient and ready for transformation. So it's a pivotal time, yes, but one filled with the potential for breakthroughs in clarity and alignment. Even as we encounter turbulence, we're building toward a future rooted in higher vibrations and unity. So yeah. And with that though, when you think about unity conscious and earth, really clearing out, thinking about it in the black and white, which is really what then the layered transformations are bringing in. Layered transformations are bringing more of a multidimensional aspect to it. So okay, then through that, in part of it, there's like a mini theme within the theme. And that theme is breakthroughs through adaptability and surrender. So then it's going to then bring in just through the different layers of transformations, you have breakthroughs. I've said like breakdowns, for breakthroughs. And so you have breakthroughs through adaptability and surrender. And through that, then you discover new pathways and insights by remaining open and adaptable to what's unfolding, and the importance of navigating challenges and finding new paths through transformation experiences. And then the key practices during this time would be including cultivating patience with ourselves, others, and with swift currents of changes. If feelings of overwhelm, of chaos arise, take a step back, pause, simplify your approach, and do only what is necessary in the moment. If frustrations surface from relying on others who seem out of sorts, recognize that they too may be facing similar challenges. Patience reminds us to slow down. In these fast paced times, deceleration can be a powerful ally. Personally, I do make it a priority to carve out small times, 15, 30 minutes, to relax and be present. It's essential to absorb the guidance, from my guides on transcending energetic challenges, especially during the condensed period of karmic shifts that we've been in that can create both obstacles and opportunities for growth. I say that though, but I will say that there's moments where I'm like ignoring my guides too, which and then that's a whole nother conversation with them where they're like, hey, and I'm like, not right now. And that's our human experience. And when I'm in those moments, like I eventually come out of it and then I laugh because it's the humaning. I don't want to make it seem like, like as humans, we're all on like if you're talking to your guys that you're on a pedestal, it's just so not true. And maybe, well, you know what? It's not my truth. I don't know. Maybe other people, they don't, sometimes I call it when I do it, like I kind of cold shoulder my guides, like, not right now. And I don't know, maybe other people don't have that experience, but I've been talking to my guides since I was a kid and since I was little. And so I kind of have that like family feel with them where, it's they're there and I'm grateful, but then there's moments where I'm like, I just want to be in my humaning. I want to sit and I don't know. There's a couple games that I play on my phone. I want to sit and play these games on my phone. Let me have that moment of playing Word Space or Wordle, people. So anyway, um, but then there's moments where I do make it a priority to just sit in and, okay, let me relax and be present and receive the information. And sometimes that does come with, because the cosmic energies are coming in and they're so strong that my human is like, oh, what is happening? So anyway, I just don't want to glorify it, and I want to make it as real as possible, because y'all, in this human experience, it is amazing, but it's complicated, and remembering that we're living a multidimensional experience, and really it's about then taking care of the human through it and recognizing, all these elements. Okay, so this phase is calling for patience and mindfulness. And here are some key practices: patience, patience, patience with yourself, others. During a time of rapid energy shifts, slowing down is essential. If interactions feel overwhelming, take a step back, simplify, focus on what's truly needed. And with that, try, if things feel really overwhelming, really try to take a moment and catch yourself if you're getting caught in wanting to blame like everyone in the outside world, which, yeah, maybe there is something annoying happening. You can recognize that, don't suppress it, but also don't go full into the pattern of it, which is then going to create possibly a non-beneficial victim pattern for yourself, which could affect your energy field. You want to recognize how you're feeling. If you're feeling frustrated, annoyed, process it, download the wisdom, complete it when you're ready. And then just bringing in, cultivating patience for yourself and others, because there's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on regardless in humaning. The other thing is, grounding and self-care. Grounding is your anchor during this time, in the moments of overwhelm, connecting with nature, breathe deeply, allow yourself to pause and be present. Short intentional moments of stillness can help recalibrate your energy and provide clarity, because it's the life force energy work. I can't talk about energy work enough, because that has really been my mainstay. Nervous system reset tools. Really understanding the nervous system can be really helpful. I recommend, if you haven't already read it, The Body Keeps a Score, or listen to the audio, The Body Keeps a Score by Dr. Bessel van der Kolk, or Waking Tiger, which talks about, in terms of, it's the, the birth of the somatic movement. All these elements of these books that talk about the nervous system really can be helpful to understand you're human, and what your nervous system is going through, and then it can bring consciousness in the reality of you understanding, like, oh wait, that's my nervous system becoming dysregulated, what's going on there. So I recommend, just reading different books. You can reach out to me if you want some suggestions. I'm happy to do that. Also, just holding space, not only for yourself, but for collective shift, understanding that these layers of transformation mirror moments in our human history. They're forming an entirely new path. We're working through karmic cycles. By holding a higher vibration, we contribute to building a more aligned and awakened collective future. Like, what you're really doing does matter. So understanding that. So then, as we are journeying through November, remembering that this part is part of a larger unfolding, and you're exactly where you need to be. While we move through the layers of transformation, the invitation is to step forward with clarity, intention, creating a world where we each bring our unique energy and light, and the heart and mind are awakening together, paving the way for deeper compassion, patience, wisdom for ourselves and each other. And then the astrological influences, I'm not going to go all through all of them, but I will put them in the email and on the Patreon when I send it out. I put them per theme, so you can actually see the connection point. There's a lot of people in our community that really loves astrology, and also loves to understand how, like, when the energy themes are coming in, from the guides, like how they connect. And I thought, oh, that's really interesting to so anyway, this time I put together, I downloaded the energy themes, and then I took the astrology uh events happening, and I put them in, which was a really interesting thing to do. All right, so this theme is then the new moon, then the sun in Scorpio, and then which is on November 4th, Mercury in Sagittarius, which is on November 12th, and then Sun in Sagittarius, which is on November 21st. With November 21st is my birthday. Whoop, whoop. All right, so I'm not going to go over those, but I will put them in the email and on Patreon. The next theme is shifting from last month's transition to reset, realign, and forward movement. And remember that previous theme and this one, they go together. So building on last month's theme of transition, the in-between phase where movement is felt but not fully directed. November now calls for a powerful shift into reset, realign, and forward movement. This month invites us to unplug from the past or complete things from the past, come into completion, renew our perspectives, and anchor our intentions into a new trajectory that honors our inner truth and personal power of where we are now and what is being called to us in connection to, if you will, our divine design. So we are creating space then for purposeful action and forward momentum by realigning with higher vibrations. So basically, the experience you had years ago could have been amazing, but and now because the higher vibrations are coming in are so much stronger, like things can be even more so. Like in some ways, time feels like it's speeding up. Like there's a lot of elements that you can tell in regard to the higher light coming in. Okay, so November is inviting us to process complete aspects from the past, reset our lives from inside out. It's time to clear out old attitudes, reassess boundaries, reclaim personal power, and align our beliefs, goals, and intentions with our highest truth. This month offers a powerful opportunity to raise your vibration, create a new path forward for our forward movement. By going inward, you'll discover what truly matters, allowing you to step into your truth with courage and conviction. This reset may come through a disruption. And y'all who are on the live before we started recording, you know what I'm talking about with disruption in my own life that I shared with you. So this reset might come through a disruption, but consider it a chance for deep transformation. Just like overheated machinery, or if your phone gets really hot, you might need to pause to reset. We too need a moment to cool down and reflect. So, this period may bring moments of disruption, but view these openings for deep transformation. Sometimes, just like, again, like electronics, we just need to power down before we can function at our best. So, it can be beneficial to step back, pause, and then let yourself reground, realign, reset, realign, and then move forward. And also know too, like the collective stress right now in regard to, the collective stress, fear, confusion have overwhelmed us. And so the call is also to unplug from the drama. Yesterday, I did do one specifically on election where it was a dowsing on that. That is on the podcast. Today, we are going to do a clearing too on it. But if you just want one specifically on that, I did that yesterday. So you really want to unplug from the drama, both external and internal. And this pause gives us space to recalibrate and realign with our soul's purpose and ground it in our unique journey and vision. So the collective pressures, anxiety, confusion, overwhelm signal a time to unplug from external drama and outdated patterns. Turning inward allows us to realign with our unique path and reconnect with what deeply resonates, moving us towards our soul's highest vision. Because if you are in the Patreon, we did a actually also the paid podcast has this too, because I put it up there. But there's one of the things that we did is clearing. I think we cleared doubt. We're doing a clearing series, and we cleared doubt. And we talked about how with doubt, if you stay on the level of where the problem is, you're just going to keep stuck in the problem. What you have to do is clear from that level and shift upward to where the answer is. But if you stay on the same energetic vibrational frequency and level of the problem and keep swirling in the drama of it, you're just going to create more drama. and you're not going to get to the point of of problem solving, because the problem solving happens at another level. But you have to really work on clearing, what's happening in the level of the mind and where you are and the stories that you might be propagating, and then being willing to clear those stories to then let yourself shift. So with that, then, the start of November may bring challenges that could feel turbulent, marked by possibly crisis, uncertainty, and heightened emotions. Which, again, if you're if you're in the live class, I talked about my start of, it was at the end of October, but it was for sure coming in to letting me understand the energy coming in. But all of that can help you with transformation, even though it might feel, unsettling at times. But just know, like, oh wow, this challenges, they're feeling turbulent. It could be crisis, it could be uncertainty, it could be heightened emotions. But like, how is this for the highest good? Once you've handled, you're able to handle and move through the crisis, you're able to then look at, like, how is this for my highest good? You can shift to a higher vibrational frequency of where the solution is, instead of staying in an exaggerated state of the drama. Which, y'all know I love TV and film. And but the challenge is with us with TV and film is that sometimes we really stay in the exaggerated state of the same plot line. And when you're watching a TV show and you're like, oh my God, like literally this season is like the same thing last season. We're still in the same plot. When are we going to solve this? Well, it's like you have to look at your own life like that. Am I in the same, am I actually evolving from season to season, or am I in the same plot that I was in when I was a kid? And it's not right, wrong, good or bad. It's the isness. And it's recognizing then the layers of transformation. Where are you in the layers of transformation? Because you could have, like I said about my fear of public speaking, that is something that I've been working with since I was a child, you know, but you have to look at it from the lens of, how am I then evolving and workshopping in it? Or am I staying stuck and stagnant in a comfort zone of it, of the drama, where then I'm talking to everybody about it, but I'm staying stuck in the level of the problem? So also during this time, if there is any kind of challenges, turbulence, any kind of crisis, uncertainty, heightened emotions, establishing strong boundaries is essential. Avoid letting worry or resistance drain your energy. Instead, practice disciplined introspection and stay aligned with your personal truth. Unplugging from collective negativity and outdated personal patterns can help you set a fresh trajectory. Step away from the collective negativity. Allow this reset to bring renewed clarity and resilience. This month, any reset should include a clear intention to approach life in a certain way, in a new way. And I meant that in a new way of being, new pathway. Also, with this, when we're talking about introspection, part of what I've been doing on the Patreon app is putting in journal questions. And so even if you don't take time to physically journal, just take time, like, just take a moment instead of scrolling on social media, head to the app and just take a couple of the questions and take a moment to, like, where am I in the experience, and take a moment to journal. Because what I find in when I'm doing private sessions, a lot of times things are happening to people, but there's not time to process an introspection of, like, what is really going on. And that comes from the to do aspect, where we've been to doing, and we're really shifting more so into like the beingness, but we're not quite there yet. So, take time for introspection and see where you are in the experience. And also too, once a month we do that intention setting. And I can't tell you, it's amazing hearing how people's intentions have manifested, and how clarities come in, wisdoms come in. And it's really taking those couple hours for yourself once a month is really gives you the opportunity to, reset, realign. Where are you in the experience and set your intentions for the coming month? All right. So, with resetting, realigning, and forward movement, you are invited to embrace the transformative energies of change, whether it emerges from within you or unfolds around you. It could mean also rebuilding, reorganizing, or completely shifting in something new. This period is ripe for such transformational activities, echoing the energy we are wrapping up as October comes to a close. And remember, this dynamic energy also serves as a bridge as we shift from last month's transition into a phase of reset, realignment, forward movement. As this energy extends its influences in the coming months and years, anticipate concentrated opportunities for personal growth and reinvention. If you are in alignment with your inner self and cultivating a consistent aspect in terms of also light energy, you might find yourself naturally drawn to these changes, inspired by your vision and creativity. Conversely, if changes arise externally, they may gently nudge you toward your next chapter, guiding you toward your destined path. So the questions then are here. The reflection questions are: can you fully embrace this journey of transformation? Can you allow yourself to recognize this evolution is your future guiding you forward? That this stage of preparation is essential, laying the groundwork for the next chapter of your life. Approach this process with mindfulness, allowing yourself to release what no longer supports you and welcoming the new possibilities that await. So, here are some questions. How can I approach when you're looking at intentions for resetting, recalibration, realigning, forward movement? How can I approach this differently? Is one of the questions. How can I approach this from a space of truth and authenticity of where I am now? What can I shift to feel more joyful, prosperous, and fulfilled? What do I need to adjust within myself to align with love and abundance? What does my intuition say? What are my true resources from both within and around me? What do I value? And where am I ready to invest my energy for growth? Where am I willing to invest my energy and time? How might this change is another one, even if unexpected, support my future? In what can support my journey of reassessing, rebuilding, reorganizing, or creating new aspects of my life as a creator being? So, those are some of the questions. I will put them in the email and also on Patreon. Okay, so mid-month event is realignment and forward movement. Around the full moon, a major energetic shift is bringing grounding, acceptance, and renewed purpose. So you want to embrace clarity this moment offers, trusting your wisdom to guide you forward. Trust your inner wisdom as you reset. Clarity will come in, but timing may be slower than desired. So bring in patience, because with Mercury retrograde at the month's end, you want to stay organized to prevent disruptions, embrace flexibility and patience for any unexpected changes that arise. With Mercury retrograde, just letting yourself be, if you stay organized and be prepared for any last minute changes, knowing that this time of reset will propel you into December with a new sense of forward movement. Okay, so then this theme also that we've been talking about in terms of the reset, realign also resonates in a smaller theme with finding grounding and peace amid uncertainty and challenge. So really finding your grounding in peace and in terms of uncertainty and challenges, because again, November is a month to recalibrate, realign, and move forward with beneficial purpose. And by clearing the old, we create space for powerful, intentional movement toward our truest path. I will, the astrological aspects, I'm going to put that in the email and not talk about that, because I do want to get to the dowsing. All right, next theme: embrace the sacred witness, ground, and emerge. So we've journeyed through intense cosmic shifts in recent months, moving through powerful vibrations and the colors that have guided our evolution within the collective consciousness. Now, November brings a grounding energy of burnt orange with a twinge of blue, a blend that supports both gentle introspection and empowered action. This color frequency resonates with resilience, self witnessing, and the courage to be fully seen, integrating mind, body, and soul as we realign with our authentic selves. So, you want to make sure to do some checking in. How are you feeling? Take time to reflect on your journey since the whole year, but really since June, because that's when some of the energies just in terms of been coming in. So what has transformed? What aspects of yourself have shifted even subtly? The burnt orange with a touch of blue reminds us that transformation is constant, and so are we, always becoming, always unique, always in that ebb and flow of change. So the November color energy embodies also this sacred witness, inviting you to observe yourself in totality. Can you gently witness your light and your shadow, your moments of shrinking, and your expansive greatness without judgment? So, everyone who's here in the live, I shared that story in the beginning. Again, that story I shared really is, I was able to have that sacred witness of seeing myself shrink and then all of a sudden seeing myself expand. And that's the multidimensional sense, right? So, so with it, it's then an invitation to embrace your wholeness and allow your true self to be seen without the filters of self-criticism or external validation. Um, and then I do want to address, like, if you are interested in hearing the story that I'm talking about, I did do a podcast episode yesterday on it. There I shared the information. There's so much to go on right now that we need to share in terms of the themes that I really want to focus on that. But if you are feeling intrigued, like, what is she talking about? One, I really welcome you to join us in the lives. I'd love to see you on the lives. But two, I did share the information yesterday, so you can go hear the story. All right. So the more aligned that we are with our full selves, the less energy we lose trying to be something else. I mean, yeah, I'm going to say that again. The more aligned we are with our full selves, the less energy we lose trying to be something else. Yeah. That like when the guys brought that in, I was like, "Oh yeah. Huh, that's interesting." Um so what would it feel like to simply be completely and authentically you? So really take time to have a moment with that. Because in terms of moving forward, there's a lot of different elements, but also another element that we want to look at is nurturing your body and really grounding deeply. So the gentle yet dynamic push pull of this burnt orange and blue energy highlights two focal points in the body as well: gut health and grounding. And these areas, it also is bringing in also the connection to our communication, which is our throat as well. And so the gut health and the grounding and these areas are interconnected, both essential to resilience and inner stability. So taking care of your gut not only nurtures your physical vitality, but also supports mental clarity and emotional balance. And our gut is also called our second brain. And when it's stable, so are we. So this month, be intentional about the foods, the practices that bring your digestive system in harmony. Think grounding, nutrient rich foods, mindfulness around meals, and practices that reduce stress. And also, grounding is equally essential as we move through this month. And so, let yourself take some time with that. And then, in terms of the sacred witnessing and inner alignment, this month's energy nudges you to step forward in authenticity while also pulling you inward for self discovery. The practice of sacred witnessing invites you to pause, reflect, observe your journey from a place of openness and curiosity, noticing the quiet nudges, the so called coincidences, the wisdom within dreams that are guiding you towards your next steps. So, with the burnt orange and blue as your guide, aligning your heart and soul with the hopes and dreams that you're connecting with in terms of your human that you're envisioning for yourself. So November's energy is all about allowing yourself to explore what your heart truly desires, setting clear and courageous path toward that vision as we transition between the seasons and move into December's solstice, taking time to envision where you want to be by then and by next June, letting your dreams take form, aligning your intentions with the sacred journey of life. And so remember, though, again, you know, you want to keep using your tools because there's a lot going on in November. And it's also remembering that it's natural evolution from transition to alignment and forward movement, empowering you to step into the fullness of who you really are. And so, a theme within a theme of this is healing through vulnerability and self-compassion. So finding strength in vulnerability, honoring the healing power of self-compassion and kindness, the importance of grounding oneself and emerging with strength, highlighting the healing power of self-awareness and compassion. Uh, and that's where when you really look at strength, emerging with strengths, there's a component in terms of the human where there can be different levels of the mind where, you clear a stuck, if you're stuck, you clear a level of mind that shifts you to a higher vibrational frequency of mind and then brings in more fortitude of strength, of resilience. And so that's why, too, some of these things that may happen in your life, when you really look at it's happening for you as opposed to you, it could be an aspect of just really, bringing in, support mentally, bringing in strength for you, mental strength. And when you look at people who are Olympians or going for major goals like that, their mental fortitude, their mental strength is so high that even when, they have moments of falling or tripping or whatever it is, they'll have a moment of like, oh, yeah, that was not great. But then they get themselves back up to focus back in the present moment to try again. And that really cultivates the muscle of mental strength to workshop through problems and to continue trying. And so there's elements of this then this month. Okay. So then the next theme is navigating power shifts, embracing change and connection. So as we go into this next theme, we focus on the dynamics of power shifts and the reaction they may elicit, especially as we approach the pivotal presidential election in the US and its possible far-reaching effects. While many predictions circulate about the election's outcome, the central message that emerges is one of boundless potential. It's clear that the future remains uncertain, with many developments still in flux. Although we may not know how people will react to the election results in the US, an essential insight arises. We are observing a profound clash of beliefs and choices among individuals. November stands as a peak moment for the tension that has built over the recent months. Regardless of the election's outcome, the energy demands an outlet. While it may seem straightforward to acknowledge that your beliefs are deeply held, it's important to recognize that others may arrive at different conclusions based on their experiences. Unfortunately, our collective ability to embrace this understanding is still maturing. I'm going to repeat that. Unfortunately, our collective ability to embrace this understanding is still maturing. Some individuals practice this acceptance while many others wrestle with emotions such as fear, anger, and a confrontational mindset. Expect to see this energy reach a critical release point throughout this month, manifesting on both global and personal scales. So, as we navigate these shifting dynamics, some may wisely decide to step away from the contentious debates, engaging in conversations that honor diverse. So, with that, engaging in conversations that honor diverse experiences is vital. Those that dismiss differing viewpoints can quickly spiral into conflict. So that's why it's it's just not right, wrong, good or bad. There's an isness and there's a lot of information that we just don't have, my friends. And, I have loved ones that are voting on both sides. I have loved ones that are choosing not to vote. And it's all okay because everyone has different experiences. And so we just want to stay with that intention and that understanding that we're really shifting into unity consciousness. And there's a lot of things that we don't know that are still unfolding. So you want to stay attuned, be mindful to power shifts within your personal interactions, and observe the broader consequences of the decisions made during this time. This reality highlights the necessity of self care this month. Be deliberate in your engagements, ensuring to remain grounded, resilient, connected to yourself, the universal energies, your loved ones, and the pursuit that brings you joy and keep this focus as we journey through the upcoming weeks. So, as part of this theme, there's also then transformative communication through vulnerability, honesty, embracing open heartedness, because those types of conversations really bring trust and build trust and foster deep, authentic connections, emphasizing the need for open communication and connection amid shifting dynamics and differing perspectives. It's just a different experience when you're having a conversation with somebody who's really in their heart space and is just in a space of vulnerability. My experience in the last couple, so I being somebody who's highly sensitive and an empath, intuitive, if I share an experience of something happens to me where, I have an incident that happens to me and it's not seemingly a great incident. However, there's a lot of transformation that comes through it. So for instance, when I had work PTSD, there were some people who just completely backed away from me. There are some people who were like, "Oh, so sorry that you have that." And y'all, there's an element there that when someone says something like that to me as an empath, I immediately can feel, oof, and there's no judgment in it. It's just, I can feel frequencies. I can feel that the person doesn't like, they're just saying it because they're putting it on because this is what you're supposed to say. Somebody tells you something not so great is happening to them. So they then remark back, oh, and it's a really like uncomfortable situation for somebody who's highly sensitive because it's not like you can say, okay, that doesn't feel authentic. That feels like a little icky. You can't, and this is with discernment. It's not judgment, which is different. But the challenge is that we just live in a society where so many people are so disembodied and they're so far away from their relationship with their emotional body. And if you are an intuitive empath and somebody who's highly sensitive, your whole world has been frequencies and emotions. And so you have like a master's degree, a doctorate in emotions. And so you get to see then, wow, we're so often people are disconnected, but it's so challenging because you want to share. And yesterday I was walking and I was processing my experience, and I was like, well, I really would like to talk to somebody other than, I appreciate talking to the guides. Thank you. But I wanted to talk to somebody in the physical world about this humaning experience and also have some laughs with it. I wanted to have some laughs because I don't know, there's something also bringing levity in when something happens to you. And so all of a sudden I got a name and I don't often talk to this person privately. I see them more in a public forum. And so, but the guys were like, call this person. And I had no idea. They live on the East Coast. I had no idea if they were even going to pick up. They picked up. And within like 5 minutes, we're just laughing. We're just laughing about this human experience. And it just felt so good. Because, excuse my French, but shit's gonna happen. But how can we have like transformative communication through vulnerability and honesty and embrace open heartedness that really fosters really authentic connections that feel like, wow, like we just went through the gamut of like emotions, laughing, and then like, whew, that was scary moment. And then like the reality within the reality of it all. And to me, that is like, that's real, that's the real essence of our ability to be here in this physical body where we can just have really these incredible moments. And I think that as somebody who's an intuitive empath, that's probably the most challenging thing for me is where to share if something has happened to me, that I'm able to be in a space where we can laugh and cry and be authentic and not be in a space where somebody's projecting what they think that they want you to hear. but it doesn't feel true. It doesn't feel compassionate. It just feels like you're saying something to say it. And that really then it doesn't feel good. And so that's why embodying is so important. And that's why also working with your emotional body is important, and really, allowing yourself to mature, not just in your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, your human body, really maturing these elements, specifically communication. Because as the cosmic energies are coming in and more hearts are opening, more and more people are going to start feeling like, oh, wait, I know that these are the words on the surface, but it doesn't really feel authentic. And because we're having a great heart opening in terms of individual, also collective. And so we're being called to open our communication and connection, and these shifting dynamics are supporting us to do so. So if you also, I have some communication books too that I can recommend if anybody wants to, learn more about like mindfulness communication or mindfulness nonviolent communication. That can really support you in terms of transforming your communication skills and allowing yourself to be present and be able to be present no matter what is happening, and really grow, which can help you and then also your relationships. Okay, so the next theme then, becoming aware of lower vibrational energy and using energy tools to transmute. So, the next theme we're exploring invites you to recognize and navigate behaviors driven by lower vibrational energy. This November, as we encounter an energy storm, you might observe manifestations such as anger, self destructive actions, or unhealthy choices, both in yourself and others. It is crucial to maintain mindfulness during this period. If feelings of depression, anxiety, or past triggers arise, take a moment to assess your actions. Are you acting out? What supportive steps can you take to shift your trajectory? This month holds the potential for breakthroughs, but you may need to confront your version of a rock bottom to rise again, or phoenix from the ashes, if you will. So while you engage with the manifestations of lower vibrations, embrace the mantra of self care and kindness. Personal growth has evolved from the harsh lessons of tough love to a more compassionate approach that nurtures transformation. Instead of forcing change, offer kindness to those parts of you as you work to release lower vibrations, extending the same compassion to others on their journeys. So many also will experience what some call a dark night of the soul, or what I call clearing aspects. I call it more like clearing aspects that are being called to the surface so they can be cleared and light can come in. I don't necessarily look at it as the soul per se, the multidimensional soul per se. But that's a whole nother conversation. So, or there's nuance on it. Okay, so but during this time, no matter what, it could be moments of profound breakdowns through breakthroughs, moments of clarity. So this process can be viewed as the clearing of shadows within us, allowing more light to enter. And you could have past lives or previous lives or generational trauma that you might have been holding on to. And where the dark night of the soul comes in really is there could be soul pieces that have been left in places, so that way, when you have that breakdown, breakthrough moment, you have a realization of something from past life, or, present, or something from generational that was handed down. And then once you have that clarity on like, oh, aha, that's how the story dots line up, you then can ask for a soul retrieval. So that way those elements, those light pieces of your soul were just holding places there to let yourself shine back to see once you are ready to be able to process that energy of what happened to you. And so then once you do soul retrieval, those pieces come back, and then you can then shift to a whole nother experience. So that's kind of the breakdown, breakthrough, and soul retrieval. And I have done soul retrieval a few times in the Patreon and also in the paid podcast. So I'll figure out which one they are. So that way I can put it in here as well. Okay, so then basically, though, this process can be viewed as clearing the shadows within us, allowing more light to enter. But remember, the shadows within us, it's multidimensional. It could be aspects that you brought in from past lives. For instance, my fear of public speaking, there is definitely a few past lives on that. So then working through that shadows, the layers of transformation, allowing more light to enter. So as you navigate interactions, you want to also choose wisely with whom you support, and be mindful of what you need as you move through the experience. And that comes in then when you're having conversations with people and you're trying to workshop a problem, if you're just dramatizing the problem as opposed to raising above to the next level, you just want to be aware of like how your communication is with whom, and because for yourself and others, because then, you know, remember then if two more people are getting together and you're just getting caught in the problem of it, then it could be creating just negative energy for everyone, and then you're staying stuck looping in it. So choose wisely in terms of whom you support and being mindful of what you need as you move through this experience, and use tools to process emotions, download wisdom, process the thoughts, clear dense energies, allowing yourself to bring in realizations and shifting. And by becoming aware of these low vibrational energies and utilizing effective energy tools to clear, you can shift into greater connectedness with yourself, your higher self soul, and cultivate a deeper connection to yourself and others. And this exploration aligns seamlessly with the importance of self love and emotional growth. So then the mini theme here is exploring self love, self worth, emotional growth. So this month encourages the need to nurture self acceptance, to strengthen your sense of worth as you navigate through the transformative month. So then, with that, then, as we move into the third week of November, prepare to embrace a captivating surge of energy that promises to illuminate your path. Like, woo, I say yay for that. Visualize a brilliant burst of light energy radiating across the mid month sky, bringing in unexpected surprises, moments of tranquility, and joyful celebrations that follow the recent turbulence we've experienced. While these transformative experiences may initially seem chaotic or disordered, they possess the profound potential to uplift our future. Whatever unfolds during this time might evoke feelings of joy and celebration, or might catch you off guard, presenting itself in ways that feel overwhelming. Trust that this vibrant energy serves as a vital building block for what lies ahead, grounding itself in your experience as we navigate through the pivotal moment. Embrace the opportunity to connect deeply with this energy, allowing it to guide you toward clarity and expansion. By approaching these shifts with mindfulness, you can harness their transformative power to foster growth and resilience. And so then the mini theme in this is really cultivating confidence and creative expression, engaging with your creative spirit and embodying confidence to shine your unique light as you embrace the energy surge. Allow it to empower your self expression and creativity, guiding you through transformative awakening with strength and authenticity. All right, the next theme: harmonizing with migration energy, embracing transformation in relationships and space. So, as we move through November, prepare to harmonize with the energetic and physical migration energy that emerges, particularly in the second half of the month. This dynamic energy brings significant shifts in your relationships, geographical spaces, and work life. While the notion of migration often evokes thoughts of physical movement, it equally represents the changes occurring within our interpersonal dynamics. As relationships evolve, new friendships blossom, or professional partnerships shift. Space is created for fresh connections and opportunities. So, in your career, a job loss may initially feel unsettling, yet it often opens the door to unexpected benefits you hadn't previously considered. It is bringing in space for something new. It is bringing in space for a new beginning. It is bringing in space from going from transition to transformation. So this would be then a time of transformation, inviting you to embrace these changes with mindfulness. Moreover, as energetic changes manifest, you might find yourself considering physical relocations, whether prompted by necessity or a natural response to the evolving world around you. This shift can feel overwhelming, akin to the whirlwind of transformation. However, if your life currently feels stable, there's no need for concern. You may simply be cultivating awareness of the changes occurring around you, positioning yourself more effectively for the months ahead. Which, by the way, this theme came in and I was laughing afterwards because I was like, oh my God, I kind of was having a conversation with that friend that I told you about that I had called yesterday. I was like, oh, it brought in clarity on some of the things that I was talking about. Fascinating. So anyway, another aspect of this theme is balancing expansion with self-responsibility. In this time for transformation, it's essential to consider the balance of expansion with self-responsibility. As opportunities for growth arise, stay rooted in self accountability, allowing expansion to unfold with authenticity and beneficial purpose, connecting to your divine design. The theme addresses the idea of personal accountability and responsibility admin when you're in transformation, making it relevant to the shifts that come with the migration energy. So, as the new opportunities present themselves, reflect on how you can remain rooted in accountability and responsibility. Embrace the growth that comes with change while recognizing your role in shaping your experiences. Ask yourself, how can I responsibly engage with the opportunities arising from these shifts? What commitments am I willing to make that align with my true self? The mindful approach will allow you to navigate transformations with grace and purpose, fostering connections that resonate with your vision. Remember, as you harmonize with this migration energy, it is also an opportunity to reinforce your personal accountability. So, as you journey through this transformative month, prioritizing nurturing your emotional well being, spend time with those who uplift your spirit, bring joy to your heart. By cultivating environments that promote peace and happiness, you'll be well equipped to navigate the transformative energies in your life. I'll also say, though, if you have people that sometimes are, where they bring in more, they sometimes a bit more difficult in your life. Sometimes it can be because they're also helping you realize something in your life. So, just be careful not to go into judgment of like, oh, that person, is a bit of a downer. It's like, first of all, they might be going through something. So we want to bring compassion. Second of all, though, like, how is it like for the highest good? And I think that's probably the thing that we have to navigate the most is understanding how to have healthy boundaries, but also understanding that, there's things that can happen where we're being called to be in situations or conversations or relationships that are actually for our highest good because it's helping us grow in some way. And so you want to, continue caring for yourself and take care of yourself, but also not limit yourself as well. Spend time with people that uplift your spirit, bring joy to your heart, but also remember that sometimes the most challenging relationships can also bring the greatest realizations too. And that's the amazing thing about being here on earth, that we can have all different kinds of experiences and know that you're an energy alchemist. So at any time, you can be responsible for your energy field and asking to clear energy and shift. No matter what's happening on the external, you can shift because you're an empowered, creator. You are an energy alchemist. You can always shift your energy. All right. So now the last theme, and then we'll get into the dowsing. The last theme is, which is we've been talking about, how is this for my highest good? Embracing opportunities with mindfulness and downloading wisdom and self actualization. So, many of you know, or I've talked about it before, where my relationship sometimes with my mom is extremely challenging. Yet, I tell you, and it wouldn't be where I walk away from my mom going like, wow, that was a very uplifting time. But I got to tell you, my mom, through our relationship, there has been several moments where I have kind of been stuck somewhere in my human experience, but I know it, and the guides are like trying to like reach me like hello, but yet I can't quite see the forest of the trees. And then my mom calls me or I call her and we get into a conversation, and then next you know I'm like, ugh. But then do that oh my God, it is like I just unearthed like a just a minefield of diamonds. And that's where it's like you have to look at like how it's for the highest good. It's one of the most challenging relationships I've ever had in my life. And yet I show up for it for a lot of reasons, but I also recognize how my mom has been pivotal in my moments where she has just reflected something that I needed to see. And then I'm able to bring such clarity in. And that just recently happened last week, or I think it was a week ago. I'm telling you, time is just speeding up for me. So I'm a little bit like, when was that? Um, but she just brought in something that really brought in a whole new intention for me in such clarity. And I'm so grateful. And so it's like again, it's like how is it for my highest good? And really just embracing that mindset. And yeah, do you still need to process like any kind of frustration, sadness, or any kind of challenges? Also, set healthy boundaries. I do have healthy boundaries where I have, if I hear her with a certain tone, I know she's, something might be happening that I need to probably take care of myself, get off the phone. There's just certain elements I know that I need to do to take care of myself. But I also recognize that there's a lot of wisdom that's been unearthed in my relationship and my willingness, to understand why this person's in my life. Obviously she gave birth to me too. So, um, so as we navigate this energetic landscape, you may encounter situations that present both opportunities and challenges. So in these moments, which as I was saying that there was somebody on the live that they just went home to see their family and they might be relating to what I'm saying. Um so yeah, in these moments, like asking yourself, how is this for my highest good? And this question invites you to embrace not only a mindful approach, but also an expansive, like letting yourself shift from the mind level that you're in the humaning, shifting upward to where the divine information and the intuition and the wisdom is. It invites you to a mindful approach. It encourages you to reflect deeply on these experiences and how it's really supporting your growth, not from a space of, you know, the mindful level of where maybe you're caught in some sort of hurt. You're asking to shift to a higher mind level. And that's an interesting thing to think about too, your mind level. Like, are you still in a mind level of like second grade on things? Or have you matured your mind level? It's consciousness with your emotional body, your physical body, your mental body. And so, letting yourself expand and raise the level of vibration in your mindful level as well, encouraging you to reflect deeply on how these experiences are supporting your personal growth. So a pivotal moment may rise when you're offered something you desire, but it comes with maybe some kind of contemplation or even significant commitment. So here lies a chance for the universe to assess your readiness for something, which is a really interesting thing to think about. Like you think that you're ready for something, and then in comes the opportunity for it. And so then the universe is like, well, they're saying they want it, but do they really want it? So this moment might test your ability to discern whether to accept the current option or wait. Embracing this inquiry with mindfulness allows you to navigate the decision-making process more effectively. So, and it doesn't mean that you have to say yes. You can say like, no, not right now. And just know that another opportunity will eventually come. So if an opportunity doesn't resonate as a wholehearted yes, consider taking a step back, do some reflection on how you're feeling and why. And this pause could open the door to greater wisdom, self-realization, or greater possibilities. I know that sometimes you'll hear people talk about how, like, if you get a yes, then you know that you're in the flow. I will say, like, I'm somebody who, like, I'll be like, I'm not sure I want to do that. That's how kind of how my human is, like, I'm not sure. And part of it is because I'm so highly sensitive to, like, energies, and I'm an intuitive empath. It's like, y'all, it's like a lot. I mean, I know that I seem extremely extroverted. It is a lot for me going out in places where, and so I have definitely devised, adaptability as part of my humaning skills, but it's a lot. And so I'm always, my first is like, I'm not sure I want to go. I have that kind of approach from a, it's from a taking care of my human approach. So, but then I'll workshop it with the guides, and then, and then if it is really beneficial, I'll say yes. And more often than not, I get someplace and I'm like, oh my God, this is great. I'm so glad I came. This is fantastic. So it's sometimes opportunities I say like yes immediately. Sometimes I have to pause and wait. And if you are somebody who's pausing and waiting too, it does not mean that it's not in flow for you, because there could be some kind of sabotage, self-sabotage energy being called to be cleared, or there could be some sort of resistance that was once beneficial, but now it's non-beneficial, non-beneficial protection pattern. Could be that you're highly sensitive and you have to, like, just take a moment to, like, breathe, like, okay, how will that be for me? There's a lot of elements. We're multidimensional, but your decision to pause or even wait may hold profound significance, particularly for creators and visionaries and people who are highly sensitive. Being mindful and choosing among opportunities that come your way can lead to meaningful advancements and facilitate your journey towards self actualization as well. So, in times like this, your commitment and patience may be tested. And just understand that your commitment and patience may be tested. So, it's important that when you're waiting for an upgrade that can lead to more fulfilling outcomes, sometimes we have to be patient as the stars are literally lining up for us to receive. So that's where then continuously utilizing, how is this for my highest good, embracing opportunities with mindfulness, and downloading wisdom and self actualization. Self actualization. And that is also where the journal writing comes in, everyone, where it's like taking time, answering a couple questions like, where am I in the experience? Is life happening? Am I caught in that pattern of life is happening to me? Or am I shifting into life is happening for me? Am I caught in a non beneficial victimization pattern and programming and martyr syndrome of this? Am I caught then with that in self-sabotaging? Because if you're caught in non-beneficial victimization and martyr syndrome, that comes then in possibly self-sabotaging, which then comes in frustration, feeling hurt, feeling harmed, possibly blaming, judgment. And then that's like really, a web of just, a lot of different non-beneficial energies and patterns and programs that could be causing, some blockage in your actually ability to flow into what's being called to you next. And that's why taking time, how is this for my highest good? Embracing opportunities with mindfulness, downloading wisdom and self-actualization, and really understanding, what does self-actualization mean? Like, what is that moment? And so how is this actually helping me learn, grow, and evolve? And so in times like this, really taking that understanding and remembering what we're in this moment. So as you move through this month, reflect on the larger themes of your personal journey, consider where you are in the experience, look at the story dots, how they've lined up, what you've learned, how have you grown, how any opportunities coming to you are possibly aligned with your vision and divine design, even if you don't fully understand. And finally, like with all these changes and possibly decisions, prioritize nurturing your emotional well being. Surround yourself again, doing things that bring you joy. You can have moments of difficulties, with self or others or in situations, but make sure you're having like moments of like joy as well. I try every day to go on a walk with my dog, a long walk with my dog to like my favorite cafe. It just brings me joy. It brings me joy to be outside in nature. It brings me joy to be in community. It brings me joy. I put on right now I've been doing costumes for it. Y'all. She's got this Minnie Mouse costume with these like sleeves that are just so cute. It just brings me joy seeing her wiggle waggle in it. And it's just joy. So make sure to balance that and bring in joy into your space as well. And so then with that, then um, using the tools too, using the tools. So also with this, by practicing, doing elements that bring you joy, this practice is fostering an environment where heart energy emerging is a vital currency. That's one of the things the guides, and I'm starting to hear more people talk about it as well, that heart currency, like the heart energy, is going to be an emerging vital currency in the coming years. And it's going to be the promises to be one of the most significant on earth, which is why it's so important to start really becoming more embodied and connect to your heart, because the heart energy emerging is as a vital currency. So you want to really start reconnecting to that emotional body. And with that, then also start maturing that, letting yourself grow and getting into the heart. So cultivating peace and joy within your heart is essential for navigating transformative times with grace and resilience. And it doesn't mean that if you're in peace and joy, it doesn't mean that you can't also be in frustration or, oh my God, something difficult's happening. We can be in more than one emotion at once. And because we're multidimensional, and so it doesn't mean that, if you're in a higher vibration, something happens like a crisis and you're moving to a lower, it doesn't mean that you're not going to then have that experience, process the information and shift to a even higher vibration then, because you are here as an energy alchemist. You're here to learn, grow, and evolve. So, with that, then you want to embrace each opportunity, with that aspect of intention of how it contributes to your highest good, and allow yourself to download the wisdom gained from the journey. So, that is the energy forecast. We're going to move into the dowsing. And so, with that, then, my friends, I'm going to close my camera so that way I can find it and put music on. So I invite you now to find a comfortable position, either laying down or seated. And when you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes, lower your gaze, and take 3 deep breaths. Breathing in life force energy. Breathing out what no longer supports you. Breathing in life force energy. Breathing out what no longer supports you. Breathing in life force energy. Breathing out what no longer supports you. Following your breath in, following your breath out. Following your breath in. Giving gratitude for this beautiful life force energy. Following your breath in, following your breath out. Letting yourself shift from your head to your heart. If it helps, let yourself see a beautiful staircase from your head to your heart, going down the stairs into your heart space. Once you're there, let yourself take a nice deep breath, giving gratitude for yourself for showing up, gratitude for the tools, gratitude for the guides, and any other gratitude you have. I'm grateful for. Name 3 things. And then let yourself see, sense, imagine, visualize a big knowingness that you're outside on a path, feeling the connection to the earth, feeling the groundedness, the alignment, feeling the roots from your feet to your heart chakra, feeling the beneficial cord from your head to your star chakra, letting yourself receive any activations, updates, upgrades, codes that are for your highest good. And then let yourself shift from 3D, 5D or higher. If it helps, you can see an elevator of light, let yourself get in it. And then let yourself go up, up, up. Bring your energy up, up, up. Once you've shifted from your head to your heart, once you've grounded a line, you bring your energy up, 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 up. The elevator doors open. You step out. You're in your sacred space, your quantum sacred space where there's healing frequencies. Your higher self soul, your spirit guide team for the highest good is there to meet you. Your ancestors that also walk with you for your highest good, they're there. Let yourself then go towards the triangle of light that's there, the energy healing chamber. Let yourself go in, get settled. And then we're inviting Reiki energy healing in, asking to let go of ego, personal intellect step aside, becoming clear channels, all the holy fire Reiki energy coming through. Asking whomever wishes to receive it, letting them receive it. If you wish to receive, say, yes, I'd like to receive Reiki for my highest good. Asking that Reiki is sent to anybody else in the world, any situations, also to the election in the US, all the maternal lineages, to the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, Mother Earth. Anybody who wishes to receive it in gratitude, thank you. And now let yourself see a beautiful beam of white light infused with Reiki energy healing coming through the triangle of light, letting it clear, cleanse, release, rejuvenate, reharmonizing, rebalancing all the chakras, Murni's, Nani's bodies, letting the light from those spaces for the highest good. And now we're going to start the dowsing. Spirit World, Spirit Guides, Spirit Doctor Team, Spirit Legal Team, Divine Beings, here for highest good. I ask you to take any help necessary to create a living multi-dimensional filter of love and light, triple light protection for the highest good for anyone here in the live class on the list intending to receive it, or for anyone watching the future for the highest good. Each person, their home space, their relationships, their business, their school, any kind of, if they are a caretaker to pets, inside, outside the house, the land, electronics and mirrors, plus all the maternal lineages, in around me, my home space, my relationships, business, dog, maternal lineages, a filter that filters out anything harmful, negative, non-beneficial, and defect back source of all level light. A filter that only is beneficial for and harmony with. A filter involved in any situation, all circumstances, highest good of all, and the gentle part of God. Thank you. Thank you. And Spirit World, Spirit Guides, Spirit Doctor Team, Spirit Legal Team, Divine Beings, here for us good, Council of Light, here for us good, as you take any and almost to clear and remove all non-beneficial, harmful, negative energies, frequencies, vibrations, patterns, programs, implants, devices, in general, and plus from the following. Clear and remove all the non-beneficial cores, non-beneficial relation residues, clear all the non-beneficial link, clear all the negative patterns, programs, implants, devices, clear all the old vows, contributions, please, promises, pledges, clear all of that. Clear and remove anything blocking the ability to help soothe, nurture, love oneself as one is moving through tender times, clearing of any kind of story looping, clear survival mechanisms, clear nervous system dysregulation, clear anything blocking abundance, prosperity, financial flow, clear anything blocking opportunities, new streams of income, clear and remove and let go of any stormy emotions or reactions in us, clear and remove and let go of any kind of anything blocking beneficial updates, activations, codes for the highest good. Do a full clearing on the DNA. Clear all the non-beneficial links, patterns, programs, clear all the dense energies, clear all the non-beneficial entities, clear all the negative energies, negative thoughts, miasms, ills and conditions, and non-beneficial thoughts, and non-beneficial links. Clear and remove any kind of resistance to transformation and forward movement. Clear and remove any kind of non-beneficial energies, limited beliefs, or blocks resisting deep transformation. Clear, remove, and release patterns that are preventing one from moving forward. Clear, remove, and release anything that's blocking one from fully aligning with this month's powerful growth energies for the highest good. Clear and remove and release non-beneficial attachments. Clear and remove and release attachments to outdated patterns. Clear and remove attachments to old, out-limiting beliefs and behaviors that no longer support one's growth. Clear and remove and release any stagnant energy or resistance to letting go of outdated stories that block forward movement. Clear and remove and release fear or anxiety related to embracing new opportunities. Clear and remove any kind of self-sabotage or any sabotage. Clear and remove and release any barriers that are preventing one from stepping into new possibilities with courage and openness. Clear and remove and release fear of new beginnings. Clear and remove and release also anything getting stuck in the comfort zone, or clear and remove and release any kind of resistance to move out of the comfort zone. Clear and remove and release any kind of aspects that's blocking one from transformation and forward movement. Clear and remove any kind of blocks to authentic self-expression, especially within relationships for self and others, and communication. Clear and remove any kind of clear and remove and release any barriers or blocks to authentic expression in communication. Clear, remove, and release non-beneficial energies that are hindering empowered communication. And clear and remove any kind of blocks in terms of being able to make harmonious connections. Clear and remove any kind of limitations on mental, emotional, physical, subtle, energetic, cellular, spiritual bodies, specifically in terms of the mental body and the emotional body. Anything that's blocking being able to mature one's ability for authentic expression and communication. Clear and remove any kind of energetic stagnation in self-exploration and introspection. Clear and remove any blocks preventing deep introspection and self-exploration. Clear and remove and release any energies that are inhibiting groundedness. Clear anything blocking groundedness and alignment. Clear anything that is blocking groundedness, peace, and alignment with one's true desires amid dynamic changes. Clear and remove anything that is blocking being able to receive the beneficial aspects of November's transformative potential. And clear anything blocking being able to be empowered to move forward with clarity, resilience, and confidence. Clear anything blocking clarity, resilience, and confidence. Clear and remove any blocks to being able to transcend and move through energetic challenges with more ease and grace and harmony and wisdom. Clear any kind of blocks to pathways through transformation. Clear and remove any kind of energies, clear and remove any kind of non-beneficial energies, limited beliefs that are resisting transformation and adaptability. Clear and remove and release any kind of fears of the unknown, any attachments that are preventing one from embracing the new pathways unfolding. Clear and remove and release any kind of fears of the unfamiliar that are preventing one from embracing new pathways and adapting to change. Clear and remove and release any kind of fears or anxieties about navigating uncharted territories. Clear and remove and release the fear of unfamiliar. Clear and remove and release uncertainties that are maybe blocking one's ability to approach new possibilities with an open heart. Clear and remove and release the fear of the unknown. Clear and remove any kind of anxiety about navigating uncharted territories. Clear and remove and release fears and uncertainties that are hindering one's ability to approach new possibilities with courage and openness. Clear and remove and release anything that's blocking courage and openness. Clear and remove anything that's blocking growth-wise mindset. Clear and remove and release anything that is blocking being able to shift from where a problem might be to the higher aspect of where the solution may be. Clear and remove any kind of pattern or program that's non-beneficial, that's keeping one stuck in looping storylines and the drama of where the problem is, as opposed to recognizing one as an empowered creator and being able to shift from a low vibrational experience to a higher, to receive the information and to process the experience that happened with more ease, grace, and mindfulness. Clear and remove, release any kind of lingering attachments to old dreams or intentions that no longer align with one's current path. Clear and remove, release anything holding one back from pursuing one evolving in goals and dreams and redirecting one's energy toward what really supports their highest good. Clear and remove, release any kind of energy that is holding one back from pursuing new directions that serve for the highest purpose. Clear and remove any kind of non-beneficial aspects in terms of attachments to outdated patterns and dreams. Clear and remove impatience with the process of growth and transformation. Clear and remove impatience or frustration that arises during times of intense transformation. Clear and remove, release any kind of need to rush and instead embrace a steady, grounded approach to each layer of change. Clear and remove and release any kind of impatience. Clear anything blocking patience. Clear and remove, release the need to rush. Clear and remove release the need to rush. Clear anything blocking being able to allowing space for steady, grounded progress as each layer of change unfolds. Do a full clearing on the chakras, meridians, nadis, bodies. Clear whoever has the headache, whoever has the dense energy in their throat chakra, whoever has the dense energy in their back of their neck, that tension in their neck. Clear whoever has the tension in their right shoulder, the right knee. Spirit guide, spiritual team, spirit, leak shine being Sapphire good. Clear and remove and release any emotional turbulence and overwhelm. Clear, remove, and release any energies that are contributing to feelings of overwhelm or emotional turbulence, or caught in that aspect of emotional turbulence as they move through these shifts. Clear and release any kind of emotional reactions that are clouding one's clarity and inner calm. Clear anything blocking inner calm and clarity. Clear and remove any energetic barriers to having clear, open communication during this time. Clear and remove anything that's blocking communication. Clear and remove all the misunderstandings. Clear anything blocking wisdom to understand the misunderstandings. Clear anything blocking being able to have evolved communication. Clear and remove, release any kind of patterns of miscommunication or discord, allowing for harmonious exchanges. Clear anything blocking harmony between oneself and others. Clear anything blocking being able to have realization and having communication and forgiveness and being able to evolve relationships for self and others. Clear and remove, release patterns of miscommunication that block harmonious interactions and understanding. Clear and remove all the karmic cycles and patterns in general, any kind of non-beneficial patterns and programs from karmic cycles, whether it's from present life, previous lives, past lives, or generational, or from the collective, or from living in a certain country or the world. And then clear and remove all the karmic cycles and patterns of low vibrational energy. Clear and remove any kind of lingering karmic cycles or patterns tied to lower vibrational energies. Release any frequencies that pull one away from clarity and alignment and groundedness. Clear anything blocking being able to clear anything that's blocking, or any kind of patterns, programs that are blocking being able to allow for a path forward that aligns with higher consciousness. Clear anything that's blocking higher consciousness, wisdom, higher realizations. Clear anything blocking self-realization. Clear and remove any kind of stress or tension impacting one's physical body and nervous system. Clear and release any non-beneficial energies that are creating discomfort, inflammation, or fatigue. Clear anything blocking being able to allow the infinite intelligence of the body to recalibrate and restore balance during this time of transformation. Clear and remove any kind of physical, emotional, mental strain in the nervous system. Clear and remove stagnant energies that are blocking one's connection to their intuition and inner compass. Clear any stagnant energies blocking intuition or inner guidance. Clear and release anything clouding one's ability to listen deeply to their inner guidance. Clear anything blocking being able to invite clarity and insight into one's next steps. Clear, remove, and release non-beneficial patterns and programs, or any kind of outdated patterns and programs of disempowerment and doubt. Clear and remove any kind of energies of disempowerment or self-doubt. Clear, remove, and release any kind of non-beneficial narratives or storylines or story looping that are undermining one's confidence, or that's undermining one's ability to evolve and grow, or undermining one's ability to problem solve. Clear anything that's blocking being able to then clear those and then embrace beneficial energies that can support resilience, strength, and clarity and wisdom being downloaded. Clear and remove and release energetic disruptions from collective events. Clear and remove all the non-psychos, non-beneficial relationships from that. Clear and remove any kind of heightened sensitivities or anxiety triggered by the upcoming election in the US or collective events. Clear and remove and release any energies that are keeping one from staying grounded and centered in one's own inner calm. Clear anything that's blocking that. Clear and remove and release any kind of interference that clouds one's ability to connect with their inner guidance and wisdom. Clear and remove any kind of blocks to inner wisdom and intuition. Clear and remove and release patterns or influences that prevent one from listening to their inner voice during this transformative time. Clear and remove and release any kind of reluctance to fully embrace personal and collective changes for the highest good. Clear any kind of resistance to personal and collective transformation. Clear and remove and release any resistance to change. Clear anything that's blocking being able to make space for resilience and openness as transformation unfolds. Clear and remove and release any kind of impatience or frustration with the ongoing evolution or with the human experience, or if there's any kind of frustration with being human or any kind of feeling dissatisfied with how slow the process can be, or if there's any kind of separation patterns programs happening, clear and remove it. Clear and remove any kind of impatience with the process of growth and awakening. Clear anything that's blocking one's awakening. Clear and remove and release energies that are preventing one from embracing the journey of growth with patience and acceptance, and also levity. Clear and remove any kind of non-beneficial energies that are blocking one from engaging in self-care and grounding beneficial practices. Clear and remove and release anything that's blocking one's ability to prioritize resilience, nurturing, and balance as they move through this phase that we're in. Clear and remove any kind of disconnection from self-care and resilience practices. Clear anything that's blocking being able to self-care and be in beneficial practices. Clear and remove and release any kind of fear of the unknown upcoming shifts. Clear and remove any kind of anxiety around navigating unknown pathways during the period. Clear and release energies that are creating fear or doubt, or anything blocking courage and trust in unfolding transformation. Clear anything else that's blocking the alignment in the path of transformation, grounding in a collective evolution for the highest good. Do a full clearing on the election, everyone who is voting, even non-voting. Do a full clearing also on the world in regard to the U.S. presidential election. Do a full clearing also on social media, on all the ballot boxes, all the places everyone's voting. Do a full clearing on each person in the U.S., also on the candidates, the campaigns, everyone involved in the world. Clear each person, their home space, their relationships, their business. Do a full clearing on the houses, where everyone's voting, also the White House. Clear all the non-psychic non-beneficial relationship residues. Clear all the non-psychic cords. Clear all the non-beneficial entities. And if there's also any kind of lost souls in and around and they're ready to be moved over, clear the trauma first and clear the lost souls and bring them over to the other side. White light, spirit realm, whoever knows them, let's pass on. Gratitude, thank you. And then spirit world, spirit guides, spirit doctor team, spirit legal team, divine beings, here for us good. Also ask you to clear any kind of non-beneficial mass consciousness, mass collective. Do a full clearing in the patriarchal energies. Clear oppression, oppression, suppression, depression. Clear any kind of non-beneficial links to the patriarchal timeline. Clear any kind of also aspects. Do a full clearing on anyone that's ready to clear from the non-ascending timeline. Clear and move it. And if they're ready to move over to the ascending timeline, when it's for their highest good, ask to move them over and to strengthen their connection to that for their highest good and gratitude. And then spirit world, spirit guides, spirit doctor team, spirit legal team, divine beings here for highest good. I ask you to take any, I'm going to say dissolve, disintegrate 100%, all the known patterns, programs, implants, devices, curse spells, other forms of black magic and received, implants, devices, including chaos implants, hidden implants, control implants, interfering DNA, declare any non-associated links, reviewing, including any of the interference from all levels, mental, emotional, physical, subtle, and cosmic, great, excited body, current life, previous, altered dimensions, and clear and remove all non-beneficial ancient implants, current patterns, energy cords, links attached, non-beneficial men's cross spells, other forms of black magic, influence, entities, any non-beneficial entities, demigods, demonic forces, archangels, monsters, altars, clear and remove it. Any non-beneficial higher dimension beings, intrusion into the DNA, clear and remove it. In general, as well as in terms of the election in the US or in the world, any other circumstances, clear and remove it. In regard to the patriarchal aspect, clear and remove all the repression, oppression, depression, asking to clear and remove in terms of any kind of non-beneficial patterns, programs of hatred, limited beliefs, clear and remove any kind of division, any kind of sorrow, sadness, or any kind of gaslighting, clear and remove any kind of staying stuck in the past on how one is viewing in general or in terms of viewing women, clear and remove any kind of patriarchal aspects towards women, any kind of hatred towards women or trying to dominate women, clear and remove all the knowledge, patterns, programs, implants, devices, clear and remove all any kind of unconsciousness, any kind of brainwashing, any kind of limited beliefs. And if there's anything in regard to the US presidential election and the candidates in regard to whether or not a woman could be president, can be president, clear and remove any kind of non-beneficial aspects, any kind of unconsciousness, any kind of limited beliefs, any kind of brainwashing, asking you to do a full clearing. And then also asking then to bring in whatever's going to be beneficial for the people in the US and the world in regard to the presidential election for the highest good and truly for the highest good, for the peaceful resolution, understanding that it's for the highest good and there might be information we don't know, in gratitude. And then spirit, spirit guide, spirit director team, spirit, legals, nine beings, are rest good. I ask you to clear and remove any other resistance to renewal, personal growth, clear anything that's blocking profound healing and self-discovery. Clear and remove any kind of instability or distractions that is keeping one from grounding and strengthening in their transformation process. Clear and remove any kind of patterns of miscommunication or impatience in interactions. Clear and remove any other energies of stagnations that are limiting self-discovery and transformative actions. Clear and remove anything that is blocking being able to shift from last month's transition to reset, realign, and forward movement. Clear anything blocking clarity and renewal while letting go of what no longer supports one on our journey. Clear and remove anything that's blocking being able to reset, realign. Clear anything blocking powerful opportunities for reset, realignment, and forward movement. Clear anything blocking being able to have the wisdom to understand that they are opportunities. Clear and remove any kind of non-beneficial attachments to the past and outdated patterns. Clear and remove any kind of lingering attachments to past experiences, intentions, or goals that are no longer aligned with one's current path. Clear and release any kind of non-beneficial energies that are keeping one anchored in outdated patterns and programs. Clear anything that's blocking being able to have a fresh perspective and new beginning. Clear and remove and release any kind of reluctance to embrace necessary changes and transformation. Clear and remove any kind of resistance to change. Clear and remove and release any kind of fears of anxiety associated with the unknown. Clear anything blocking being able to create space for openness and acceptance as one navigates their journey. Clear and remove and release energies that contribute to feelings of emotional turbulence and overwhelm. Clear and remove and release. Clear and remove and release. Release any kind of non-beneficial patterns and programs that are clouding one's inner peace and preventing them from accessing clarity and wisdom during transformative time. Do a full clearing. Clear all the emotional turbulence and overwhelm. Do a full clearing in the nervous system. Clear and remove limiting beliefs and self-doubt that hinder one's personal growth and alignment with their highest truth. Clear and release any kind of non-beneficial narratives that are undermining one's confidence. Clear anything that's blocking being able to allow space for empowerment and self-acceptance. Clear and remove all the limiting beliefs and self-doubt. Clear and remove any kind of non-beneficial energies that are blocking one's connection to their personal power and authentic self. Clear and remove, release anything that's preventing one from fully expressing their authentic truth and embracing their unique journey. Clear and remove any kind of disconnection from the beneficial aspect of authentic personal power and authenticity. And with that, do a full clearing in the chakras, meridians, and nadis, specifically the solar plexus. Clear any kind of powerlessness, helplessness, and do a full clearing in the throat chakra too. Clear anything that's blocking being able to communicate one's needs, wants clearly with compassion for self and others. Clear and remove any kind of unproductive, non-beneficial boundaries that are allowing external drama and negativity to drain one's energy. Release attachments to collective fears and anxieties, empowering one to focus on one's path and personal intentions. Clear and remove any kind of stagnation in growth and progress. Clear and remove all stagnation that's inhibiting one's growth and forward movement. Clear and remove, release any kind of resistance to evolving and shifting into new opportunities. Clear anything blocking being able to invite in dynamic flow of energy that supports one's journey. Clear and remove and release any kind of fears associated with the unknown and the future changes. Clear and release any kind of non-beneficial energies that create doubt or uncertainty. Clear anything blocking being able to welcome a sense of trust and clarity as one steps into new possibilities that await. Clear and remove any kind of fear of the unknown of future possibilities. Clear and remove old patterns of self-doubt and criticism. Clear and remove the limiting beliefs that have held one back from fully witnessing and embracing their authentic self. Clear and remove and release any kind of self-judgment and any kind of non-beneficial external judgment, validation that has obscured one's light and shadow. Clear anything that's blocking being able to allow for space for self-acceptance and wholeness. Clear and remove and release any other emotional turbulence linked to change. Clear and remove any kind of emotional blockages that arise with the shifts and transformations one's experiencing. Clear and release fears and anxiety about stepping into one's true self. Clear anything blocking being able to make way for courage and resilience to thrive within. Clear anything blocking being able to shift from being in surviving to thriving. Clear any kind of non-beneficial survival patterns and programs. Clear and remove any kind of resistance to grounding practices. Clear and remove any kind of resistance to grounding techniques that it can enhance one's stability. Clear anything blocking stability. Clear and remove, release any kind of distractions or non-beneficial habits that are pulling one away from being able to nurture in terms of their whole health, their mental, emotional, physical, subtle bodies, or also nurturing their gut health, fostering physical vitality. Clear and remove any kind of disconnection from inner wisdom. Clear and remove the disconnect from the inner voice. Clear anything that's blocking the connection to the inner voice and sacred witnessing. Clear and release the noise of external influences. Clear anything blocking that clarity and focus, being able to recognize and honor the nudges and insights guiding one's next step. Clear and remove any kind of inauthenticity in terms of actions. Clear and remove any kind of tendencies to compromise one's authenticity in interactions or choices. Clear and release pressures to conform or fit in to external modes. Clear anything blocking being able to allow to express one's true self freely and confidently. Clear and remove any kind of old patterns of division and conflict. Clear and remove the ingrained habits of engaging in divisive conversations that escalate into conflict. Clear and remove and release the impulse to defend one's beliefs at the expense of understanding others. Clear anything blocking being able to create space for compassion and unity. Clear anything that is blocking being able to embrace change and connection as navigating power shifts. Clear and remove fear and anxiety surrounding uncertainty. Clear and remove the fear and anxiety associated with the upcoming presidential election and its potential outcomes. Clear and remove, release the tension that builds from uncertainty and clear and remove anything that's blocking being able to let go of any worries about how one or others may react. Clear anything blocking being able to have a grounded presence in the moment. Clear and remove any kind of emotional blocks to vulnerability. Clear and remove emotional barriers that prevent one from engaging in open-hearted communication. Clear and release the fear of being vulnerable or misunderstood. Clear anything blocking then being able to make way for authentic connections that foster trust and deeper understanding. Clear and remove the need to control the outcome of the election and the reactions of others. Clear and remove and release any attachment specific results, inviting instead an openness to whatever unfolds for the highest good, recognizing the boundless potential for growth and transformation. Clear and remove any kind of attachment to outcomes. Clear any kind of grasping mind. Clear and remove the noise of external expectations and judgments that may influence one's perspective. Clear and release any kind of lingering doubts or fears stemming from dynamics surrounding the upcoming presidential election and the powerful energy shifts it presents. Clear and remove the weight of assumptions and projections that do not serve one's growth. Clear and remove any kind of emotional baggage or negative thoughts tied to past conflicts and differing beliefs. Clear anything blocking me to creating space for understanding and compassion. Clear and remove the clutter of lower vibrational emotions and energies, frequencies, and vibrations that are no longer beneficial, that may be surfacing, or anything in terms of anger, fear, self-destructive tendencies. Remove the tendency to ignore or suppress or oppress these feelings, allowing them to surface for acknowledgement and healing, and then clear and remove any kind of judgments about emotional responses for yourself or others. Or anything blocking me to have a compassionate space for self-reflection and growth. Clear and remove the expectations of how transformations should unfold. Clear any kind of aspects of like the 3D aspects of the patriarchy where getting caught in that thinking of either demonizing or angelicizing someone, either somebody is like an angel or a demon. Clear and remove that. And clear and remove anything, because often then when people are caught in negating or judging or demonizing someone, oftentimes they don't remember the good times they may have had. Clear and remove that black and white thinking. Clear and remove that kind of limiting thinking of the 3D or even low vibrational energies. Clear and remove all that. Clear and remove that low level of mind. Clear and remove that low level of unconsciousness, or clear and remove any other low vibrational energy. Clear any other low vibrational energy manifesting as anger, self-destructive behavior, unhealthy choices. Clear and remove any other, if you can, feelings of depression, anxiety, past triggers that may arise. Clear any anomalous patterns, programs, impulse devices that lead to acting out. Clear anything blocking me to access one's actions with compassion. Clear and remove any kind of the aspects of the old way of harsh lessons of tough love and replace it with kindness. Clear anything that's blocking that kind of old earth way. Any patterns, programs, old timelines on that. Clear and remove it. Clear and release the inner critic that perpetuates self-judgment, embrace, and clear anything blocking being able to embrace a nurturing approach towards transformation. Clear and remove anything that's blocking that. Clear anything also, any kind of patterns, programs that are non-beneficial of forcing change. Clear any kind of resistance to self-acceptance and compassion. Clear and remove any feelings associated also in regard to what some might say the dark night of the soul. Ask that the guides do soul retrieval if it's beneficial also in this dowsing. Clear anything blocking, be able to invite clarity and light in these moments of profound breakdown, and bringing in support and care and tools. Clear anything blocking, be able to process the clearing of shadows with more ease and grace and harmony and understanding and wisdom. And clear anything that's blocking, be able to create space for the enlightenment and personal growth through it. Clear and remove any kind of dense energies that are blocking emotional processing. Clear and remove any feelings of unworthiness or doubt. Clear anything blocking being able to open the heart to self-love, self-worth, emotional growth. Clear anything blocking people nurturing one's sense of acceptance as they navigate transformative energy this month. And if there's any kind of unnecessary heart wall, or if there is an entanglement of just trapped emotions, ask to clear and remove the entanglement of the trapped emotions, clear the trapped emotions, clear any unnecessary heart wall as well. Clear and remove anything that's blocking being able to view it from this is for my highest good. Clear anything blocking being able to embrace opportunities of mindfulness and downloading wisdom and self-actualization. Clear and remove any kind of doubts that are clouding one's ability to recognize opportunities aligned with the highest good. Clear and release any kind of fear of commitment. Clear and remove all self-sabotage as well. Anything that might be hindering decision-making, clear and remove. Clear and remove any kind of resistance to waiting for the right moment or opportunity. Clear anything blocking patience to guide one to reflect on their journey, acknowledging the lessons, the wisdom learned, and how that has contributed to their personal growth. Clear any other emotional blockages that are preventing one from surrounding themselves in regard to what they need for their highest good. Clear and remove any kind of limited beliefs about readying one's for the next steps in their journey. And clear anything blocking the cosmic energies to beneficially liberate oneself from the thing they truly feel complete with. And clear anything also in terms of anything that's blocking being able to integrate the beneficial aspects of the cosmic energies. And clear and remove any other feelings of shortcoming, negativity, negative thoughts, fear, anxiety, judgment, feeling bad, exhaustion, tiredness, powerlessness, helplessness. Clear any kind of blocks to resetting, regrounding. Clear any other old ways, old paradigm, old earth. Clear the crumbling. Clear any anomalous aspects of imbalance of masculine and feminine. Clear any kind of imbalance in the masculine and feminine. Clear any other past patterns, non-beneficial experiences, trauma, grief, disappointments, non-beneficial karmic relationships, challenges, opportunities taken. Clear any kind of non-beneficial aspects. Clear anything else. Clear anything blocking transformation. And clear any other traumas, non-beneficial implants, devices, non-beneficial cords. And clear anything blocking the cosmic energies to beneficially liberate oneself from what to support them for the highest good. And with the cosmic energies of the month, if causing an experience of intensity, ask to clear any other non-beneficial entities, frequency, vibrations, asking to clear anything that is blocking, be able to integrate them with more ease and grace and harmony for the human as soon as possible for the highest good. Thank you. And do a full clearing on the DNA. Thank you. And Spirit, Spirit Guide, Spirit Director Team, Spirit Legal Team, Divine Beings, here for us good. Council of Light, here for us good. As take internet state to remove and clear any other negative, harmful, non-beneficial entities, frequencies, vibration patterns, programs, implants, devices, limited beliefs, non-beneficial subconscious programs, non-beneficial thought forms, negative thoughts. Ask you to clear and remove all of this right now with everything they've created and co-created, all planes and all dimensions from the past lives, previous lives, present life, from altered dimensions, past, from the future, from each person and from the eternal leaders, for anyone here on the live class, on the list, intending to receive, or anyone watching in the future. Each person, their home space, their business, their relationships, the school, maternal lineages, if they wish to receive it for the highest good, ask you to banish the spirits, deactivate ground frequency, and neutralize the energy of all that is removed, clear, sound, size, but to transform, transmuted, to never return again harm, now for the highest good of all, in the gentlest way possible. Thank you. And Spirit, Spirit Guide, Spirit Director Team, Spirit Legal Team, Divine Beings, here for the highest good. I ask, Council of Light, here for the highest good. I ask that all the trauma be healed, all the cracks be closed. Ask for all the parts of self, soul, and reality that truly belong there brought back for the highest good, to bring back anything that couldn't be that couldn't emerge because what has been removed, but that to belong back to what belongs to bring back from our be, bring back to the ideal energy, frequency, vibration, to reintegrate it, transform, transmuted in the ideal manner, ideal place, space, time, throughout level night. Ask you each person all information they need in order to integrate, also come back easily into lives. May this be now for the highest good of all, in the gentlest way possible. Thank you. Letting light from the space for the highest good, shifting from 3 to 5 to higher in gratitude, and then calling in beneficial light energies to support navigating this transformation and growth, calling in the strengthening of resilience and empowerment and transformation, calling in resilience and empowerment to support one through deep transformational shifts, inviting in beneficial energies of peace, harmony, love that nurture, as well as bringing in strength, courage, and adaptability, enabling one to move forward with confidence as they release the old and welcome the new for the highest good. Calling in clarity and alignment to connect one deeply with their inner truth, welcoming in the light vibrations, the positive, beneficial light vibrations that enhance one's ability for intuition and self-awareness, guiding one to make choices that resonate with their true path, bringing in clarity and alignment with inner truth, bringing in wisdom, calling in energies of open-heartedness for the highest good, and self-compassion and compassion to support vulnerability and healing for the highest good, embracing beneficial vibrations that support love and acceptance of self and others, helping one navigate changes with kindness in love and understanding, bringing in that connection to the high heart, calling in the beneficial energies that support authentic and harmonious communication, strengthening the throat chakra and the ability for harmonious and authentic communication, and also evolving and maturing one's communication style, inviting in beneficial light frequencies that encourage honesty, connection, authenticity, mutual respect, compassion, loving kindness, care, wisdom, understanding, being willing to hear and listen in relationships, allowing one to build meaningful connections during these times of change, calling in grounding energies that foster peace and centeredness as one moves through shifts, inviting in beneficial frequencies that help one feel stable, rooted, and aligned, offering calm, balance, even if there's external changes going on, bringing groundedness and peace amid dynamic change, bringing in openness to new possibilities and forward movement, calling in openness to embrace new opportunities and align with forward movement, welcoming the beneficial energies that inspire growth, curiosity, excitement for the future, and empowering one to step confidently into new experiences with ease and grace and harmony for the highest good. Calling in being able to transcend energetic challenges and pathways through transformation with more ease and grace. Calling in the beneficial spirit of adaptability and openness to new paths, being able to embrace a welcoming heart for the unknown, allowing transformation to unfold naturally and gracefully, bringing in the wisdom and openness to change and transformation, bringing in and strengthening courage and navigating the unfamiliar, calling in courage and trust as one faces uncharted territories, calling in and welcoming a calm, open heart to explore new possibilities and step into the unknown with confidence, strengthening and calling in the alignment with evolving dreams and intentions, calling in the alignment with the current path and evolving goals, calling in and embracing the energies that support one's highest purpose, releasing what no longer supports to make space for fresh, aligned opportunities for the highest good. Calling in patience and steady grounding throughout the transformation process, strengthening the connection and allowing a calm, steady pace to guide, embrace the journey layer by layer, strengthening that patience and steadiness during transformation in the transformative layers. Calling in beneficial energies of emotional stability and for emotional balance and inner calm and clarity as one navigates the intense shifts, inviting in peace and calm to guide one through the turbulence, helping one stay rooted in their center. Calling in open, honest communication to promote understanding and unity. Calling in beneficial aspects for clarity, enabling meaningful, harmonious exchanges with others, bringing in clear, harmonious communication for the highest good. Calling in energies that support clarity, growth, and alignment with higher consciousness, embracing frequencies that guide one forward on a clear, purposeful path. Calling in beneficial, higher vibrational energies for clarity and growth. Calling in relaxation and balance within the body and the nervous system, resetting the nervous system, bringing in physical, mental, emotional ease in the nervous system, inviting in beneficial energies that promote physical and comfort and resilience, allowing for the recalibration for this transformative time, allowing to renew, recalibrate, reset, reground with ease, grace, harmony, and joy for the highest good. calling in an enhanced connection to intuition, enabling insight and wisdom, embracing the beneficial energies to help one listen deeply and trust their inner voice, and strong connection to intuition, inner guidance to download any kind of activations, like codes or any upgrades, downloads that would be beneficial for the person. Calling in beneficial aspects of empowerment and self-belief. So calling in and strengthening confidence, resilience, and inner strength. And also not just inner strength, but mental inner strength and mental fortitude. Be able to shift from where a problem is, shift to a higher vibrational frequency to allow the answer. Calling in, embracing an empowered, growth-wise mindset. And also that higher, looking at it from how it's the highest good mindset, supporting when facing challenges with clarity and self-assurance. Calling in energies of renewal and personal growth for the highest good, calling in grounding and also discipline, strengthening one's ability for transformation process and focusing on goals, calling in patience and clarity and communication, using this time to refine and express their intentions with care, calling in empowerment and transformative actions, embracing beneficial alignment for deeper self-discovery and resilience as they navigate through energetic shifts, calling in inner calm, clarity, resilience through transformation, calling in beneficial energies of change and evolution, calling us to center ourselves with resilience, inner calm, and openness for the highest good, bringing in supportive energies, love, joy, harmony, peace, calling in centered calm amid collective energies, calling in deep grounding calm that allow one to remain centered regardless of the external events, welcoming in a steady, peaceful energy that supports one in terms of feeling rooted and resilient during the upcoming election and other collective shifts that are happening, calling in a strong connection to intuition, inner guidance, calling in clarity, access to inner wisdom, embracing clear, open pathway to listen deeply to your inner voice and allowing wisdom to guide you through transformative times. Calling in patience, acceptance to honor the ongoing journey of awakening, embracing energies that help you find peace in each stage of growth, welcoming the process with grace and understanding. Calling in motivation and inspiration in general, as well as to prioritize self-care, as well as dreams in terms of being able to have goals and letting yourself remember that you're an empowered creator. Also with that then, in terms of the self-care, that care, bringing in a balanced approach to nurturing oneself, allowing resilience and grounding practices to strengthen one's foundation in regard to care practice. Calling in courage and faith to step into uncharted pathways, and also strengthening the ability to embrace beneficial energies of trust, optimism, hope, allowing the unfolding journey to feel safe and supportive and full of potential, and also remembering that you're an empowered creator, that you can use tools in terms of being an energy alchemist. Calling in the alignment with evolving goals and purpose. Calling in empowerment, clarity, and flow through transformation. Calling in patience and trust in the transformation process. Calling in emotional clarity, inner calm. Calling in open and harmonious communication. Calling in higher vibrational alignment. Calling in the energies that align with higher consciousness, allowing old karmic patterns to dissolve with ease and grace, and being able to welcome in beneficial frequencies of clarity and harmony that resonate with one's highest potential, freeing one to move forward with purpose. And then calling in the strength and resilience to support oneself through that and their nervous system through change, embracing the energies that nurture balance, and being able to release any strain, allowing the body emotion to recalibrate with ease and grace or harmony for the highest good. And then calling in, being able to trust one's inner wisdom, empowerment, and forward movement. And then calling in that compassion, understanding for self and others, calling in open-hearted communication for the highest good, calling in harmonizing with migration energy, embracing transformation in relationships and space with ease and grace and any wisdom for that, and gratitude. And then updating the DNA for the highest good, shifting from 3D, 5D or higher, bringing in any other beneficial activations, upgrades, codes, downloads that would be beneficial, generating optimism, wisdom downloading wisdom, maturity, strength, and connection to higher self, future self, soul, human, bringing self-realization, consciousness for the highest good, and bringing a more balanced masculine and feminine, balancing all the chakras, meridians, nadis, bodies, and then also bringing out any other beneficial aspects of the moon cycles or from the sun or any of the cosmic energies like solar flares or anything else to support each person to upgrade their human potential and download any activations, codes, transmissions, bringing in wisdom that are beneficial each person for their highest good and gratitude. Thank you. And letting light from the spaces for the highest good and strengthen that living multi-dimensional triple light in around each person for their highest good, shifting from 3 to 5 to higher. Strengthen that living multi-dimensional love and light, true light protection. Asking this healing be sealed with love and light. This healing be sealed with love and light. This healing be sealed with love and light. This healing be sealed, and so it is. Thank you. All right, now we're going to break the links. So say this after me if it resonates. Spirit, Spirit guides, it was good. I asked to break the links with this meditation, this talk, with this Reiki and Dowsing session. I asked to break the links, leaving only harmony and balance at either ends. I also declare any residual energy being held in my body as a result of these links. I also ask the light for all the cells, voids, rejuvenates, refreshes, revitalizes for my highest good with ease and grace and gratitude. And gratitude. All right, it's finishing. All right, so we are now complete with that. So take a nice deep breath, my friends. Check to see how you're feeling. Maybe you feel lighter, more grounded. You definitely want to drink a lot of water through this. That is for sure. This is a pretty, usually we do pretty big clearings in this, but this was an ultra. This was a little extra. So make sure to drink a lot of water and take care of yourself. Check in. You might, how you're feeling. You might feel more peaceful. I am going to solo this out so you can do this separately. And I'm going to say goodbye to everybody who watches the recording and say a private goodbye to the live class. But I wish all of you an illuminating journey through November. Let this month be a time of deep inner work where cosmic energies support your healing and empowerment. Thank you for being part of this beautiful journey. And y'all, I would love to hear from you too. So please leave comments, in terms of whether it's on the podcast or in terms of the Patreon, to make it more of a sharing community. I love that you guys message me. I love that. But also, you have so many amazing stories that are inspiring of intentions manifesting or things happening. Share it with the community so that way we can cheer each other on. And you just never know how your story is going to encourage someone else or inspire someone. So please do that. And thank you for being part of this beautiful journey. May this month continue to nourish your spirit and illuminate your path, my friends. Thank you.